What's his name? Spencer. Today, we begin making Montana a playground for the elite. You're 30 miles from anything. Where are you headed? Montana. This is a hard winter. I pray Spencer can get here. Paramount Plus has been playing with our emotions lately, dropping those tiny teasers that barely give us anything but just enough to keep us hooked. But finally, on Sunday, January 19th, they blessed us with a full trailer for Season 2 of 1923. And wow, it's loaded with hints, drama, and enough tension to keep us speculating until the premiere. Today, we're diving deep into Episode 1 and what's likely coming this season. Let's get into it. First off, here's the official synopsis for Season 2. With harsh conditions and adversaries threatening to end the Dutton legacy, Spencer embarks on an arduous journey home, racing against time to save his family in Montana. Meanwhile, Alexandra sets off on her own harrowing transatlantic journey to find Spencer and reclaim their love. But let's be real, we all know this story is so much bigger than just Spencer and Alexandra, right? It's about the entire Dutton family, their survival, and the unrelenting threats they're facing. If you've been following closely, you'll know Paramount Plus hasn't revealed too much about the nitty-gritty of Season 2, which has only added to the excitement and anticipation. The little teasers we've seen so far have only been enough to tease us, leaving us craving more information about the twists and turns this season will take. Still, it's safe to assume we'll pick up right where Season 1 left off, and that's something fans are eagerly awaiting. The last time we saw the Duttons, things were hanging by a thread. Remember that jaw-dropping finale when Donald Whitfield showed up at Jacob and Cara Dutton's ranch, smugly announcing he'd paid their outstanding property taxes? The audacity! Not only did he have the nerve to step onto their land like he owned it, but he essentially held the Duttons' entire legacy hostage. He didn't just pay the taxes, he placed the Duttons in a dangerous position. Essentially, if Jacob and Cara can't come up with the money to pay him back soon, their beloved ranch, the land they've fought so hard to protect for generations, would fall into Whitfield's hands. That's the kind of leverage he's working with. The stakes are higher than ever, and if Whitfield decides to make a move, the Duttons will be forced to fight back in ways they never have before. Yeah, it's definitely tense, and the thought of losing everything the Duttons have built is something that's bound to haunt them through every decision they make in Season 2. The battle for the ranch is far from over. Now, let's break down the new trailer because it's giving us so much to chew on. Two major storylines dominate: Spencer's perilous journey home and Whitfield's looming threat. Season 1 ended with Cara writing a desperate letter to Spencer, begging him to come back. He's racing against time to save the family, but it's not just the distance between Africa and Montana that's making things difficult. His relationship with Alexandra is also a big complication. The two got married last season, but drama ensued when her ex-fiancé showed up and separated them. From the trailer, it's clear that reunion is still far from certain. Alex is seen being grabbed by some mysterious man while Spencer looks like he's battling every possible obstacle. He even has a run-in with a U.S. deputy marshal who's pointing a gun at him. Can this man catch a break? Oh, and shout out to Jennifer Carpenter, making her debut in Season 2. She's bound to add some spice to the story, and I expect her to be a huge help to Spencer as he tries to go back home. Meanwhile, back in Montana, Whitfield's plan to turn the area into a playground for the elite is in full swing. The trailer shows him wining and dining socialites, unveiling a painting of a luxurious chalet and ski slopes. But behind the charm, he's scheming with Banner to destroy the Duttons. You can feel the tension building. Cara even has a chilling moment where she's aiming a gun out of her window, muttering, "Of all the things I've had to do for this ranch, this takes the cake." Yeah, she's not messing around. Now, let's talk about Episode 1 because, honestly, there's so much to unpack here that it's hard to know where to start. Amina Enies, who plays Tiana, recently shared in an interview that she's really hoping her character finally gets a break this season. And I think a lot of us feel the same way. Tiana has been through an incredible amount of hardship already, from being on the run to facing constant threats and betrayals. It's hard not to want to see her get some kind of reprieve after everything she's endured. But, unfortunately, based on a first-look photo from episode 1, it doesn't look like Tiana's struggles are over just yet. In fact, it seems like they're only intensifying. The photo shows Marshall Thomas, Father Renault, and Marshall Kent on horseback, which immediately tells us that Tiana is still being hunted and has no place to hide. The chase is very much alive, and the danger surrounding her is palpable. As viewers, we can't help but feel the tension building as these relentless hunters continue to pursue her, and it's nerve-wracking to think about what's coming next for Tiana. Will she manage to escape, or will her past finally catch up to her? The stakes have never been higher, and we're all left wondering just how much longer she can keep running, especially with so many dangerous forces closing in on her every move. Another first-look photo from episode 1 features Jacob, Jack, and Dennis in town, looking all kinds of stressed. It's a small but telling detail. Why aren't they on the ranch? Did they manage to sort out the tax debt, or are they out looking for help to defend the ranch until Spencer arrives? Either way, it's setting the tone for a season full of uncertainty and high stakes. Here is my estimate: episode 1 will shuffle 4 significant storylines. To start with, the Dutton farm, Jacob and Kara attempting to safeguard their inheritance while battling off Whitfield. Jacob, Jack, Kara, and Elizabeth are all alone, and they can't retaliate assuming Whitfield chooses to go after them. Second, Tiana's battle for opportunity. I hope to have a cliffhanger with regards to her storyline, essentially for episode 1. Third, Alexandra's perilous excursion to Montana. I hope to see Alex in a portion of the difficulties she will have in the primary episode. To wrap things up, Spencer. The Season 2 trailer uncovers that he will go up against a wide range of experiences returning home, and that implies that we will not get to see him at the Dutton farm in episode 1. Each string is loaded with show and possible catastrophe, and I'm hanging around for it. On the off chance that you're counting during the time as am I, write in your schedule: 1923 season debut Sunday, February 23 RD, 2025, solely on Central Indiana Edition 2. Prepare for a profound, exciting ride since this season is turning out to be extreme, unusual, and totally worth the pause. I'll be here when it works out, so remember to buy in for additional 1923 recordings like this one. Gratitude for watching. I'll see you in the following one.